Hello and welcome back to We Are Famous CFC. My name is, of course, Adam. Welcome back to day 2, another video. I thought in this video we'll talk about Everton's playing style and the results today in the other news as well. So today West Ham won 3-1 against Newcastle United, and that for me is worrying because Nuno Espirito Santo now has brought out what he wants to be playing at West Ham, his playing style of football, and that for me is concerning for Everton, who are in the bottom half of the table. But as I said, we are currently sitting 15th, and Nottingham Forest drawing 2-2 against Man United. That went our way, but we could have done with United winning that game. But as I said, it's easier for teams to now see what Everton's playing style is, because it's literally that obviously that David Moyes won't change it. But when we play tomorrow against Sunderland, David Moyes has got to change the formation, the lot. Otherwise, we are going to really be struggling between now and the end of the season. And that, for me, is a big concern from me as an Everton fan, without a shadow of a doubt. But as I've said, yes, it's going to be obviously frustrating that Everton are at the bottom of. Where are we as a football club? Are we a team to fight relegation? Are we a team to fight 6th to 7th? Are we a team to finish 10th? Or are we a team to finish between 13th and 14th? Because what we're getting right now is a mixed bag. We're having a dreadful start to the season, this season, but on paper, it's a good season so far for Everton compared to last season when we sacked manager Sean Dyche. So yes, arguably for me, it's been a bad start to the season. The results, like we should have won Leeds, we should have won Villa, should have won Liverpool, we should have won, and all of that. Wolves in the Carabao Cup, and we never. So. And also, Wolves have just sacked manager Victoria Pereira, whatever you call him. He's been sacked today, so it is worrying times for Everton because we don't want to be at the bottom half of the table come Christmas. Otherwise, we're going to struggle really bad through the rest of the season. And arguably, if we do, then the pressure will be mounting on David Moyes to be sacked. But to me, he's got to change the formation tomorrow. If he doesn't, then I think that the pressure will come to him on why he's not changing the formation, and also he's being backed by the players by the owners to get a striker, and he brought Barry in, who's not scoring any goals. So for me, I think David Moyes doesn't change that formation tomorrow, then I think personally, I think he's got a lot of answers to be asked, without a shadow of a doubt. But what I want to know is, what do you guys think we're capable of? Because I think we're capable of finishing 10th with the players we've got, and we're not seeing it under David Moyes. So he's got to change that formation, because arguably you've got teams around us who are getting our formation. Thomas Frank, who's a good friend of David Moyes, he got our formation. Give the ball to Jack Grealish, give it to Illiman and Jai Shrewsbury Hall, and shoot. Players need to change that up, and David Moyes, because the likes of your Sunderland, if we play that against Sunderland, they're going to know from the off what we're playing, and therefore they will win, like Tottenham did, and Wolves did. And if we play like that and give stupid set pieces goals away, then we're going to be sitting 3-0 down before half time without a shadow of a doubt. So yes, we need to change our formation ASAP as we go into that game tomorrow, because I tell you what, if we don't, then they will hurt us. They've got the players, they've got a striker, Everton haven't. So I want to see David Moyes using his thinking cap and be like, let's try Illiman and Jai up front with Jack Grealish also helping out, the midfield helping out, and the defence all helping out. Everyone to chip in with a goal between now and the rest of the season until January, when we can get a striker. And I think if we can do that, then I'm sure that we can sit 10th comfortable between now and Christmas. Then after Christmas, hopefully we can go a bit higher towards 8th to 7th with a striker. But for me, David Moyes has got to get the right player in through January, and also got to change the playing style. Like, we cannot afford now to keep giving the ball to Jack Grealish and he does all the digging, and Shrewsbury Hall and Illumin and Jai. Everyone has got to chip in from the word go. Otherwise, we will pay the price. Because, you know, Burnley lost yesterday, and also Leeds United lost yesterday. But even they're trying their hardest to stay away from the bottom zone. But Everton, we're just kind of mixed bag what we got last season from Everton this season. And I tell you what, I can't bear the anxiety between Christmas and now where we're going to finish. Like, I want to know now if we're a 10th mid-table side, or we're a bottom side fighting relegation, or a top side. I believe right now we are a top side. 10th is where I predict. But they're not showing that at all from the results. We're either losing or drawing. So for me, David Moyes has got to change that up ASAP. Otherwise, we're going to be paying the prices between now and Christmas, fighting the bottom zone. And that for me is not good. We cannot rely on teams around us, because the Wolves will be picking up points, I guess, now, because they've sacked Victoria Pereira. And also, you've got Burnley picking up points. But yeah, arguably they just got beat, but they drew last week. They won last weekend. You've got West Ham. Nuno's now changed the formation, and they looked really, really comfortable today when they beat Newcastle. A very much deserving win as well. And you've got Leeds United, who are hit and miss. 1 minute they can be fine, the next they can be very dangerous, then the next they can be abysmal. So we do need to be careful. But David Moyes has to change the formation, because we've got Sunderland tomorrow, then we've got at home Fulham, Marco Silva aside Fulham. They're not doing that well this season. Then after that, we have got Man United, what's going to be a tough ask for David Moyes' Toffees. But if we don't get anything out of them, then real pressure will be under David Moyes as the Everton manager, because we're a bit of a show at the moment, an absolute show. Why we played so good against Liverpool and we can't continue in that second half like we did against Liverpool, I don't know. Why David Moyes is so stubborn and won't change it, I don't know. But a change is needed now ASAP. Otherwise, we will be paying the price. And I tell you what, if we pay the price, we're going to be fighting down that bottom zone, and no one wants to be there. If we want to attract more big players for the summer and January, then we cannot be by the bottom half of the league. But yes, as I said, it is going to be really, really hard. But David Moyes has got to change it tomorrow, and if he doesn't, then I don't know what the answers are going to be for his future at the club. For me, I think if he doesn't change it from tomorrow, then he's got to go. But like, they're my opinions, because he's been backed by the Friedkins, and also he's had the money in the January, and he's only brought a striker in, Barry, who's absolute shit, and Beto. Yeah, it was Sean Dyche's player, Beto, but he's even more shit compared to last season. So I think that's got to come on David Moyes if he doesn't change it, if he's not willing to change it. Because look at Wolves, because Victoria Pereira won't change their formation, so they sacked him. So if Moyes won't do it to us, then sack Moyes, then get a new manager, hopefully get a manager bounce, and so on. But that's my last resource. I back David Moyes, yes, to change it. I'm a big advocate for David Moyes, as I've been over the last coming few months on the channel, but I can't back him if he's not going to change the formation, and Everton are going to get beat week in, week out until he changes it or draws. We've got to pick up 3 points now ASAP, but we don't want to be around this bottom zone where we are now come Christmas. Otherwise, we're going to be in real massive trouble of fighting relegation, but also where we are as a football club, because we've got Hill Dickinson, a massive, massive stadium as well, and we've got that to help us as well. But the fans will always back the players, and we will always shout, sing for our football club, but the players have got to give us something to shout about, and the manager, and that's by changing the formation and scoring goals. So again, the players have to score goals. David Moyes has to change the formation, and also we've got to play a different style of football, not just playing Jack Grealish, Illiman and Jai and shoot. Everyone's got to chip in, the midfield, the wingers, the defence, the attacking wingers, right backs and all that. Everyone's got to chip in with a goal between now and the rest of the season, and until we at least get a striker between now and the end of the season as well. But yeah, my predictions for Everton to finish this season will be 10th, because I think that we get a Moyes change the formation between now and January until we get a striker who can score goals. But I think that we finish 10th on the scrape of our teeth, between 10th and 11th. Last time we finished 10th was in 2020 under manager Carlo Ancelotti during the COVID era, and ever since then Everton have failed to finish 10th, and that, but it couldn't last forever. But I do believe that Everton will finally get back up there this season. Stay positive, and please, David Moyes, for Christ's sake, change the formation till teams don't know what our playing style is. Otherwise, we will get beat tomorrow if we keep the same formation. Up the toffees, stay positive, like the channel, share, subscribe, and up the toffees. Bye-bye. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.